Kevin Durant left the Golden State Warriors for the Brooklyn Nets back in 2019, and since then, there's always been speculation about whether he regretted the decision. Everyone from Steph Curry to Stephen A. Smith agrees on that one thing even today. He wants to come back. But is it even happening? Let's take a look at why, in the latest speculations, Stephen A. Smith thinks that Durant regrets leaving the Warriors.
But first, a reminder about our brand new giveaway. We're giving away a PS5 with a copy of NBA 2022 and Madden 22. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.
First up, Smith thinks that Durant is definitely regretting his decision. Just a month before the 2022-23 season begins, we're talking about Kevin Durant making a return to his old team, the Golden State Warriors, once again. And it all started with Steph and Curry, not White. Rolling Stone magazine asked Steph Curry for his reaction to the rumors that Durant was coming back to the Warriors this summer. The current NBA Finals MVP's reply was pretty clear about it. "Hell yeah," was his answer. And as the conversation around this return continued across social media, ESPN commentator Stephen A. Smith had a pretty similar answer to the question if the player should regret leaving the Warriors. It was a resounding "hell yes." He said it was pretty obvious that this was the case. There simply wasn't any other way. It also seems like Smith wasn't on board when Durant made the earlier switch too. And by earlier switch, we mean when Durant was making the switch to the Golden State Warriors from Oklahoma City Thunder. Initially, Smith was critical of his decision to sign with the Warriors after the Oklahoma City Thunder threw away the 3-1 series lead in the 2016 Western Conference Finals. Smith was very clear that when the player left the Thunder, it was the weakest move he had seen by a superstar. But that didn't take away anything from the man. He went back there and won back-to-back titles for the team. And if Kevin Durant was healthy against Kawhi Leonard, there was no way that the Toronto Raptors could have beaten the Warriors in the 6 games in the NBA Finals in 2019. It was after this loss to Toronto that Durant packed up his bags to begin a new partnership with the Brooklyn Nets and Kyrie Irving. After 3 seasons, that resulted in just 1 playoff series win. On the other hand, the Warriors upped their game. They reclaimed their dynasty by winning the 2022 NBA crown. So maybe KD is feeling a little bit of FOMO right now. Meanwhile, it seems like everyone in KD's camp was mad at Smith earlier. This was last year when Smith went on record saying that if Golden State Warriors win, fans are going to be talking more about KD leaving Steph Curry to join Kyrie Irving than they'd be talking about his 2 titles. So once the season ended and Curry won the championship and the MVP for the NBA Finals, people would be talking about why the hell KD would leave his partnership with a champion like Curry. But Smith is still very much Team KD. He reckons it's not too late to rewrite the narrative around the Nets star player. All he's got to do is show up with his best in Brooklyn this year. The Warriors and the Nets are scheduled to play twice in the next season of the NBA, on December 21st and on the 22nd of January. Let's see how it all pans out in these 2 games. Now, let's look at whether there was any truth in those rumors. No doubt one of the biggest conversation topics of the 2022 offseason was KD. The moment we got news of his trade request from Brooklyn, that's all anyone could ever talk about. Everyone was speculating about where he would go, and the choices included the Phoenix Suns, the Golden State Warriors, the Boston Celtics, and the Toronto Raptors. But the one about the Warriors wasn't just a rumor. There was a lot of truth in it. They were pretty interested in KD returning to the team. Steph Curry said that the Golden State Warriors had legit conversations about bringing Durant back home to the Warriors. And even though he didn't end up going back to the team, they're still one of the clear favorites to win the 2023 championship. Let's see what this acquisition could have meant for the Warriors. It was really a win-win situation for them, whether they got Kevin Durant or not. It's mostly just a case of it would be nice to have him back. On one side, if they got him, they'd have one more top 5 player in the NBA on their side and prevent him from going to a Western Conference competitor and playing against them. But they're also good enough without KD to win a championship. It's likely that the team will be just as good without him, if not better. One thing is for sure, it's very risky to tread the rumor mills that surround the world of the NBA. Some things are completely false, created by agents, and there are deliberate leaks, but in this particular case, a Kevin Durant reunion in Golden State was properly discussed. Up next, why does everyone want Kevin Durant? Durant. For starters, he's one of the top players today. Not only is he a fantastic addition to the team, but he's also a threat when he's on another team, so it's best to have him on yours. Ranks are very complicated and heavily debated too, but then again, players like Durant make it so much easier. He proved himself to be absolutely deadly with the ball, no matter what position he's playing. He has won the scoring title in 3 consecutive seasons and looks all set to repeat the achievement this year as well. He's only slightly behind the legend Kobe Bryant for the league lead in terms of points per game. But here's the thing, even though Bryant is ahead of Durant, a close look at the numbers tells us that Durant is by far much more efficient and more dangerous as an overall offensive threat. And now, let's look at more news from the NBA. First up, Gary Payton II has undergone a major medical procedure. In an official press release by the NBA, it was announced that Gary Payton II underwent a medical procedure back in July to fix a core muscle injury. Payton plays the guard position for the Portland Trail Blazers. How is it being announced now after so many months? But it's happened now. The procedure took place at the Vincera Institute in Philadelphia, and it was performed by Dr. William C. Myers and Dr. Alexander E. Poor. But there's good news. His rehab is going well. He's even expected to make a complete recovery by the start of the regular season. The 2022-2023 season begins on the 18th of October, and the Trailblazers play their first game on the 20th of October against the Sacramento Kings. Last season, the 6'3" guard averaged about 7 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 1.4 steals with the Golden State Warriors. Payton joined the Blazers just this offseason in free agency. This was after he played a vital role in the Warriors' 2022 championship run. Up next, there's a new guard on the Los Angeles Lakers team. It's Dennis Schroeder. The announcement was made by Vice President of Basketball Operations and General Manager Rob Pelinka. But here's the thing. According to team policy, the terms of the deal were not released. But we do know that it's a 1-year deal worth more than $2.5 million. The management of the Lakers seems to be quite pleased with the new addition. Coach Ham and Schroeder do have previous player-coach history, and they're both keen on toughness and competitiveness. That relationship is definitely coming into play in the upcoming season. Schroeder is a fantastic choice simply because he's a proven scorer and playmaker. He's said to be going to the Lakers camp very soon. This is after completing his very successful run with his national team. That's Germany, by the way. He has appeared in 621 career games for Atlanta, Oklahoma City, Los Angeles, Boston, and Houston, with career averages of 14.2 points, 2.9 rebounds, and 4.7 assists in 26.5 minutes. In the 52 career playoff games with the Hawks, Thunder, and Lakers, he was averaged 13.3 points, 2.4 rebounds, and 3.9 assists. Lastly, the minority owner of the Phoenix Suns wants Sarver gone. The vice chairman and minority owner of the team, Jam Najavi, has demanded the resignation of majority owner Robert Sarver. Sarver has been suspended for a year and fined $10 million by the National Basketball Association. This is after the completion of an investigation into his inappropriate behavior at the workplace. The investigation stems from an ESPN article written last year that detailed a wide-ranging list of allegations made against Sarver for comments and workplace behavior that was inappropriate, to say the least. Clearly, the league's punishment of Sarver wasn't severe enough for Najavi, and he isn't the first one to speak out against Sarver since the punishment was meted out earlier this week. Los Angeles Lakers forward LeBron James and Suns guard Chris Paul both released statements condemning Sarver's behavior and how the league handled it. The jersey patch sponsor of the Suns, PayPal, said it won't be renewing its deal with the Suns after the upcoming season if Sarver remains involved with the team in any way. That's a wrap for this video. Do you think KD regrets leaving the Warriors? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.